We'll be back with Tom Barrasso after this.
Hi, I'm Merrill Lemieux, and you're watching the Players Club Show.
The revolution from Fox Sports News is almost here, but the secrecy of this immense production has pushed many fans to want it now, to get the stories live, on site, from Fox's 40 local announcer teams, with exclusive nightly reports from over 1,200 games, starting November 1st.
You can't go in there!
Revolution in sports news.
Hey! I work for Fox on Sundays! Come on! What's going on in there?
More Pirates, Penguins, and Panthers news. Fox Sports News on Fox Sports Pittsburgh. We are there.
Sure, it's possible, even in a showroom as large as ours, and ours is the largest in the country. But yeah, there's a chance you could come in, look around, and not find exactly what you're looking for. And...
Excuse me, you don't have any pretzels here?
No pretzels? Now, if it's a car or truck you want, that's different. We've got thousands of them. Hey, Harry, get this man some pretzels.
Testing impact jackets in Unit 2. Prepare to test the jersey.
Ed Smith, report to station area B.
Starter Sportswear. No one's closer to the game.
Hey, how are those jackets coming? The hat works great.
Prepare to test the hat.
Call 1-800-804-PRIME for official Penguin starter gear.
And we're back with Tom now. And Tom, you talk about the press and the media, and I have to ask you the question about last year, that your year of silence with the media. Do you want to just kind of talk a little bit about what happened, that whole scenario?
Well, I had a press conference earlier this year to really go through it all, and I can synopsize that quite easily, really. At one of our year-end parties, there was an altercation which happened when I wasn't even at the establishment that it happened at, and I came late and really tried to be conciliatory and try and get things straightened out. The next thing I knew, I was down in Florida, and I learned that I was being arrested, and I was distraught about that, but I was even more distraught that, you know, my entire life's work of charity work, trying to be a good dad, working in the community, you know, trying to fit in and be a part of this community, everything I'd ever done was just thrown right out the window, and the word of a less than credible person, had anyone checked it out, was capable of basically tearing down everything I'd ever accomplished in my life. And I didn't do that, the media did that, and I was very unhappy about it. I'm still unhappy about it. But I mean, that's why I didn't speak with the media, because I just felt that that was wrong to be able to do that to somebody. If you look around, it happens every day in all media and all facets of media. It doesn't matter whether you're an athlete or a movie star or a political figure. I mean, they tear people down constantly on very poor and very, they take people down for things that aren't necessarily accurate. And I find that quite reprehensible, because you can't take it back. Once it's printed and it's on the front page, you know, that when they retract it or they take it away, you know, it's in that third section and section B, and it's about 2 inches tall. But your name has been besmirched forever, and they just can't give it back to you. And that really, you know, ticks me off. And you know, I really lost a lot of respect for a lot of people who I dealt with for a long time. And I never said anything about it. I probably should have sooner. But quite frankly, I thought if I went out and I played and I did my job as I'm paid to do, that my performance would speak for itself. But you know, based on the treatment that I received, I learned that wasn't necessarily the case.
I think that's a great answer, and I agree with everything you're talking about there. I think the fans kind of got caught up in that, and they felt that it was a smack against them. And what you just said, it was no, by any means, nothing like that. No,
that's the media's play on it. The media's play is that, oh, by not talking to us, you're not talking to the fans. That's basically saying that the media is some type of conduit, or that they're as important as the games that take place. quite frankly, I get paid to play. I don't get paid to talk to the media. And the fans read what the media has to say, or they see it on TV, or whatever the case is. And if you're not cooperating with the media, quite frankly, they bury you. I mean, there's no way around it. They will not ever be in your corner if you don't deal with them. And that's what happened last year. And but that's not why I changed my mind and decided to speak with them. I changed my mind because the people who I care about and the people that are important to me, it was starting to affect them in a negative fashion. And that's really what brought the change about. There's not enough that people could put on me that would ever make me do anything to hurt my family. And it was starting to hurt my family, so I changed my position.
We'll get off that topic, Tom. Put that one to bed.
As I said, I can go on as long as you want to go on about that, because it's something that I feel very, very comfortable with, and that I was right in my decision, and I'll always believe that in my heart.
The 1987-88 season, Grant Fuhr played in over 100 games with the Canada Cup, the regular season, and then the Stanley Cup playoffs. Do you think in today's atmosphere, can a goalie play that many games, or do you think it's absurd to play that many games?
I think to do it just for the sake of doing it is quite absurd. I think.
Anybody in mind when you say that?
I think to just say that you're going to play every game, I don't think you're doing yourself or your team any favor. I think it's too tough mentally. Not so much physically, but mentally, to be prepared to play every night is very difficult. I know personally I couldn't do it. I wouldn't want to even try, because I think that as your play starts to deteriorate and you start to get off your hot streaks, what ends up happening is you start picking up just small little minor bad habits. And if you're playing every single day, those bad habits get ingrained just like the good habits do when you're playing well. And it's tough to get off that streak once things start going the wrong way. So I think you need the break mentally. Physically, as I said, I don't think that's not so much the issue. It's the idea of being able to relax and know that you got a day off, and you're not going to be called on to have to stand in there and make that key save at the big time. It's nice to be able to have that day off where you can take the break and feel good, and feel refreshed the next day.
Well, thanks for stopping us here today, Tom.
My pleasure, Troy. Thanks.